I got disconnected. What the heck? Going on? Going on? I don't like that. Anyway. Cool. I think we should be live on all platforms. Very cool. I'm going to make one more announcement on Discord. Okay. All right. Made my announcement. Cool. We are 4 minutes and a half, probably 5 minutes deep in this week's stream. It says that I'm offline on YouTube and Twitch, but I don't think I am because I'm literally watching myself on Twitch. So I'm not sure what that's all about. Let me see. Yeah, no, I'm live. Okay, cool. That's weird. Not sure why it says offline. But anyway, my name is Josh. I come to you live on youtube.com/pickme AI and twitch.tv/pickme_pickme and discord.gg/pickme. Talking about our game, if you haven't guessed, called Pick Me. It is the world's first competitive speed dating game in which you can date a cast of almost 30 characters. Get to know their likes and dislikes, their interests, their secrets, their hobbies. Try to rizz them up. And in so doing, conquer your friend or foe that you're out dating, out rizzing, out charisma-ing, if that's a phrase. Yeah, so it's my absolute pleasure to be here today. We have our community again on discord.gg/pickme. Who's gonna play? Who's gonna play for free? An incentive for you to join us today. It looks like we have a couple new faces in chat today, but I need to double check that I can actually hear you. Need to make sure that my voice and video settings, I do think that it is right. Would somebody just say like anything in chat just to make sure that I can actually hear you and I'm not gaslighting myself into somebody say something in chat? If not, that's totally fine. Everyone's still muted. That's okay. Or just use your soundboard too. Okay, I heard it. I got you. Good. That works. Cool. So,
bruh,
you got it. There you go. Thank you. So, some announcements for this week. Today is Monday, the 9th, 2025. We're super happy to announce that this week the workshop is going live. It's live. It's going live this week. And to that end, we're going to have some events. So among those events are going to be a little showcase that we're going to put on probably Friday for, yes, it is cool, for the community who makes workshop characters. I can't really announce prizes for a competition that may or may not happen, but there are going to be prizes even just for submitting. So keep that in mind and tell your friends about it. We had some ideas that some folks were talking about potentially doing that might be very memey, very funny. So you should definitely consider making your own characters and uploading them. We have a lot of stuff planned for that, and it's all up in the air because I don't think anybody's ever done something like this before. So we're pretty excited to kind of dive into that. It's going to be kind of uncharted territory for us, but we're excited about it. Somebody asked, what can we do in the workshops? And somebody responded, add your own characters, if I remember correctly, which you did indeed remember correctly. To add a little bit to that, adding your own characters includes basically character models, but also the backstory and things like that. So you can kind of make your own bespoke, character, I guess, from the story to the actual design of the character. And because it's user-generated content, I mean, if somebody was to upload Shrek or something, I mean, I'm not saying that Optillusion condones or does not condone that, but it's something that, in theory, somebody could definitely do. Somebody could definitely, in theory, go riz up Frieren if they wanted to. Or Shrek. Or Kermit. Or a member of the 501st clone. Yeah, I mean, I'm not... These are all just suggestions. So, yes, that would be very funny. Very cool. Yes. So, yeah, somebody mentioned adding Solid Snake. I like it. I like that idea a lot. Kept you waiting, huh? Do you think love can bloom even on a battlefield? Your laptop? Oh no! Somebody does not have their laptop anymore. Feels bad. Sorry to hear that, bud. It really do be that way sometimes. But let's go ahead and start a game. Let's see here. Creating a room. Yoink. All right. Cool. Oh, nice. That is quite a pretty penny. That's sick. That is a sick looking rig. I love it. Water cooled too, huh? It's technically not water. Blood cooled. Gotcha. It's a blood cooled PC. Very nice. Although blood would probably coagulate too quickly in your PC. All right. Cool, cool, cool. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. All right. Out of chat, who wants to play? Who wants to go first? Let me know, and I will add you to the lobby. All right. Let's see here. Bruh, 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 bruh.
Bruh.
And you know, worst case, if nobody wants to play, I can just sit here and chat with the AI by myself. And then after half an hour, take off. I'm so disappointed in you. Elastis wants to play. Come on and hop in. Let me send you the... that's the room code, and it's 111. Let's go. FPS cap? Why do you bring that up? Wait, who brought that up? Somebody said, oh, it was Lady Death. Why are you getting dropped frames or something? Definitely put that in the suggestions thing and give your reasoning why, because you're not the first person to mention something similar, but it helps us keep track of how many people are saying what about the game, so that we can actually show that we're making these improvements to the community. So before I continue, and yes, I'll put on Ada. Before I continue, one of the things that we were talking about, and this is, you know, there's not a lot of people watching right now, so I feel like we're not necessarily in mixed company. I can talk to my small little community here and get your feedback directly. But one of the things that we were talking about, and one of our developers brought up, was, you know, the potential to add stuff like, for example, D&D characters or different species and things like that to the game, and also potentially have the community vote on aspects of those things to make it into the actual official game. So what are your thoughts about that? What do you think about that? Personally, I think it's pretty cool, but we also want to get your feedback. This is just informal. We're gonna put out polls and have people actually answer. But what do y'all think? What do y'all think about that? Let me get Ada real quick, and then we'll go from there. Boop. Personally, I think it would be pretty cool to be able to date like an Uruk or a halfling or a dragon. Oh, I should have gotten the cat ears. Heck. Oh, I should turn on the music as well. Oh, she just jumps right into it. What the heck? You guys hear the music okay? Alright, cool. Sorry about that. And you? Well, I guess you're channeling a just escaped from jail aesthetic. Bold choice there, yes. Yes. Breaking out of jail and straight into your heart. On the motorcycle of high octane antics and chaotic capers. Heck, I don't know. I forgot what word I was looking for there. Ghost Lady Wen. See, now you're cooking with gas. A lizard NPC? See, that would be really cool. I like it. I like the idea. Smash. I love Smash Bros. Oh, okay. Thank you for telling me that. Send me your... Somebody in the community mentioned that they got... they were using the dynamic language feature in the game, and it hung. So basically, 15 to 20 minutes where it froze and never reconnected. They lost their tickets. So I'm going to go ahead and reimburse them. But also... we're working on it. It's kind of hard to diagnose. Sometimes it really is just internet connectivity issues, and sometimes it's on our end, but it's hard to kind of diagnose. But let me know, and I can reimburse your tickets. I don't know about a claim to fame, per se, but I did program Roller Coaster Tycoon using only assembly language and made millions of dollars doing so. Hopefully she didn't find that corny. Let's see. She did. She loved it. Confirmed. Hey, Red Mist, was it you and a friend as well? Or was it a random person? Was it on you, so to speak? And y'all check out what Jewel just put in chat. Makajam. Cheer us. What did that say? I don't know. I don't know. I'm pretty cool with my siblings. I'm pretty vocal about my support for them. I always bully them, but always out of love. I'm not a hater. They know it's in jest. No, not jerst. Jerst. Not in jet. I'm not in jet, bro. It's true. A little friendly fire is like the secret sauce for growing up together. It's true. I don't think I'd be a good brother if I didn't bully my sisters from time to time. Heck! Just pure gaming glory. Heck off, Maka Jam. You can't have 100. Get out of my face, nerd. Because you smell like garlic. You're an affront to the senses. Fair enough. Sold. Oh, come on. Cry's hacking, bro. This guy's not a gamer. He's stream sniping! Oh man. Oh god. Oh, come on. Really? That's... Oh my gosh. Red Mist, that is a deep cut. That's wild. Come on, step it up! Cry is a sweat, dude. What a sweat. Oh my gosh, he got really mad that I clapped him when we were playing against Eddie. He got really mad. What a sweat.
This is a silent ASMR stream.
Today, we'll be rizzing Ada.
No. That was a joke.
What if I did ASMR? I don't have the acrylic nails for it.
Oh, no, you could just get one of those keyboards.
I'm gonna get some squishy, what are they called?
I have no idea.
What's the, no borax, no glue? You know what I'm talking about. What is it called? What's the word? My gosh.
You can have
Slime. What is wrong with me? GG's. It was good. It was a good game.
GG, no, really.
I'm gonna have to get my licks back. Freaking Elastish.
Wow, that is... Yeah, okay, there we go.
I really got honeyed by a game. God dang it. Oh my gosh. Disappointed! Alright, which one of you heckin' nerds is next?
password.
111. Do you have the room code? I think it's this. Yoink. Oh, who is outside my front door?
Okay. Clicking on Josh's room. Oh, there we go.
Let's go!
Oh, cool.
The password has been copied. I didn't know that you could copy the password. That's really cool. That's neat.
Sick. I can't wait till they add the long hair customization feature so I can be Remy, my favorite bad Street Fighter character. Sick. Alright, ready up, buddy.
Classic, dude.
This is our last match. I gotta end on the best of 5.
Who do you want to play?
It's two. Okay, hold on. Who are the characters I gotta pick?
Walk
Let's
slowly.
run. I don't. Okay. Let's go purple. Purple hair.
Purple hair? Which one?
Yeah.
This one?
Pigtails. Yeah.
Pigtails.
What's her name?
Mia. That's Mia.
Let's go Mia. Let's go Mia.
Mamma Mia!
No. No.
Yahoo!
Did you guys? Were you guys watching the PC like announcements yesterday? We got Ultra Kill like fraud news, and I'm so excited for that. That looks sick. I'm so excited.
Ultra Kill?
We got so many.
I've never
yeah.
played Ultra Kill.
Ultra Kill.
Dude, there are so many games that I should and want to play, but unfortunately, there's just not enough hours in the day, dude. It sucks.
There's so many hours and so many days. I really hope I don't have to go first.
Deltarune absolutely obliterated all records, as far as I know.
I'm sure it did. Okay, where is...
Deltarune.
Oh shit.
Relatable,
Okay.
relatable.
Mm,
What a cutie
God.
pie. She's such a cutie. A cutie and a patootie. Although Gossip Queens, I don't know about Gossip. Gossip's kind of whack. You got some goss? Did you just abbreviate goss? Hate it when people
That's
say
what you
like
call it.
za. I hate it when people
That's
say
what
za. Like
you
pizza.
don't like when people say you wanna go get some za.
Dude, it makes me so mad. I don't
You don't wanna
want
go
to
to
get
the
some
joint and
za?
get some za.
freaking. Want to get some za? It's the whitest thing possible. I went to the PC show yesterday. I saw some gameplay.
Look,
Off.
I'm not even gonna try and finish, cause like I was not getting that all. Gameplay for what show? Curious now. Oh, I bet I'm leaving it on edge. Give me a third turn. Damn it. Let me go one more time.
I'm not being shy. I haven't had a chance to talk, you freaking goof.
Using my mind reading
Yeah,
ability now.
he's talking about. Wait, it's not. What's it called? The PC show that you're talking about?
I have no. What was it called? Let me look.
Right after Summer Games Fest.
It was
Lots
the
of cool indies.
PC
coming
Gaming
soon.
Show 2025. PC Gaming Show 2025.
Sounds dope, but like.
Wait, what'd you even say? Jay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
How am I
Jay
gonna miss
for
the
just
J?
in time.
Come on. There's lots of gameplay, but there was a lot of mishaps too. Someone's computer overheated and caught fire. It was hilarious. No one got hurt.
Humble, please.
What am I talking about? I have no idea, but we're going with it. It was a hilarious. It was a very funny. It was a very funny time.
No, someone got hurt.
Somebody got hurt. Actually, it's not funny.
Actually,
Millions
it's
of people
not okay.
die every year.
People die every year.
What was it?
Who the fuck is Sir Plaza? That's like the ultimate fail tech of.
People are dying, Kim. What was it, Kim? There's people that are dying. Kim, there's people that are dying. That die. There's people that die.
The best way to watch it. Wait, how am I losing? I've been hitting hitting every single one beat for beat.
Bro, get good. I'm here for the messy messes and hilarious highlights. Should do is make a video game and then somehow prank everyone at an event. Not sure
Type shit.
how, but that'd be hilarious.
I think Mia's gonna be my specialty character.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Low tier character?
Is she low tier? You think so?
No, I don't think so.
Popular in losers brackets.
I don't know. You should make a tier list. You should make a tier list for the.
Honestly,
that's a good video idea. If you make a tier list,
fuck, I'd have to get. Oh, okay. I see how it is.
I should make a tier list. That'd be fun, but I'm kind of biased, so.
Well, I mean, you have all the characters.
Yeah, that's the main thing. That's the main thing. You know what? That's a video idea, Joel. We should definitely have somebody make a tier list.
This is an actual game I'm talking about.
Oh, Roxy did a AITU tier list, and she's an F. You just reminded me.
Soda Drinker Pro is an actual game, and some of the music actually goes crazy.
Oh, that's an actual game. Soda Drinker Pro.
Yeah.
I'm looking that up right now. Soda
It has
Drinker Pro.
It has a soundbite that I've been trying to find for the longest time, where the guy who made the game just goes bonus soda, and I want to have it as
Rated
a
E for
soundboard,
everyone.
but I can't find it.
Soda Drinker Pro.
Yeah.
Ciao,
It's such a bad-
didn't see that geek. Bro, both of us are gonna get kicked to the curb. She doesn't like either of us.
What are you talking about? I got this. You just keep on cheating. You have Deb 1.5 times like streak.
Bruh, that's a controversial take. I kind of like Eddie. I like Eddie. I want a woman who can both frighten and love me.
I love the kind of woman who can kick my ass.
Yeah. I wish I had that guy's voice, but I don't.
But with burnout, what is wrong with you? I can't believe you played the card.
What is wrong with you? Why do you pull out all these obscure games that people haven't played in at least 20 years? What the heck? Burnout Paradise. Isn't that from like 2005? Am I thinking of a different game?
Dude, you have to know Burnout. How old are you?
No, I know Burnout, but that's what I'm saying. You're pulling out these games that are like, that's a game from 2008.
Dog.
Half of you people weren't even alive.
Dude, okay, how do I put this? How am I still losing?
Get
That's
wrecked.
crazy. Oh wait, no, it's back in the middle. Okay. You know what?
Oh shoot, from good to legendary, legendary. Oh, easy.
I think it's because I'm playing the
Driver
the
is
air
up
strike
there for sure. Classic.
Okay, now
And
you're just throwing one that I don't know
Assetto
about.
Corsa is insanely
Oh, Assetto Corsa.
customizable. I like, what's the other one? Yeah, that'll work. That'll work for now. Do you really
You didn't
think?
say Motor Storm.
No, I never played MotorStorm, to be honest.
I did-
MotorStorm is like
I
the
didn't It's the PS PlayStation.
it's like PS3, I think. It's it's like
PS3,
motorbikes, right? I mean motorbikes. It's like
Motorbike, it had, like all
dirt
kinds of
bikes.
stuff.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It was like
Maybe
it
I
was so
did.
cool. I wish I was able to play it. Like, that's one-
MotorStorm. That sounds very familiar. I might actually own MotorStorm. I think I have a couple racing games. I should check. Do I? I'm gonna check. I have Gran Turismo. I think that's the only one I have on console. I have Assetto Corsa on Steam. I don't know if you heard that. Did you hear any of that? Or no?
Nope.
You didn't? Really?
Nope.
Oh. I said the only one that I have is, what was it? I just forgot also. Yeah, I have Gran Turismo for PS5.
Oh, Gran
On-
Turismo is a great one.
On
What did
mine.
you do to me?
I have no idea. Speed Racer game? There's a Speed Racer game for PS3? Really?
Yeah, it's on Wii, PS3, and I think it's PS3.
That is hilarious. Oh my god. I cannot believe it. You have the
I don't
Speed
know.
Racer game? They're cool.
It's because you were playing bad cards for me. I thought we had a gentleman's rule.
I forgot about that, to be honest. Do I
That
look like
was
a
our
gentleman?
thing.
Do I look like a
Yes.
gentleman to you?
Yes, you do. You say no swears.
My sweet summer child.
You are
I,
a no
a simple baldy, beat you. Skill issue.
ball. Oh,
I was very bald. Maybe
Yeah,
in
you
real life
baldy.
too.
baldy
the,
and basic.
I got the Vegeta hairline. I'm leaning into it, baby. Let's go.
Okay, what's your Venmo? I'm gonna give you that $1.
Run me my money. Run me my check right now. Nah,
You
I'm
want to do a
just playing.
$5 money? No, I'm kidding.
I don't know if I can gamble on stream, but
It's not. It's
For the
not
next
a
one.
gamble.
you're right. It's not a gamble. It's a certainty that I'll win.
It's a skill check.
It's a skill check. Oh shoot, I left.
Now,
My bad. My
Now
bad.
hold on a minute, player.
Who is somebody knocking? Somebody's like knocking on my.
Oh, mom, I'm not hungry.
The heck? Am I getting
A
swatted?
gotcha system. Swear to God, if y'all had a gotcha system, I'm gonna be. It's gonna be just fine. I'm not gonna say anything about it.
I will plead the fifth on that one. Let's make a room. All right, who's next? Who's next? We're at 236. We have room for tops 2 more rounds. Okay. Anybody else want to play? Before we play, let's take a look at something real quick. I'm interested in seeing this. Can I open my window capture? It's gonna. Will that work? What is this one? Will that even show up for me? Oh, there we go. Okay, y'all ready for this? Hold on. Y'all ready for this? Okay, let me see if I can. Let's turn this on. Okay, I'm gonna make this big.
Yeah, it's real. It's a real game. I promise.
That's it. Soda Drinker Pro, baby. Let's take a look. It's not gonna be inappropriate, right? Am I about to get pranked?
No, I'm kidding. It's not.
Wait, did I pause it? Can you guys see that? Oh, it's too big. Heck, it's too big.
Hey, mister, you have a soda drinker pro?
I see no reason why not.
Ooh, you want that? The Soda Drinker Pro. It's not a game, okay?
Wait, no,
All you do is you walk around, you drink soda.
no, hold on.
You can't hear it?
Literally not even a game.
Oh, it's because it's in Discord.
It's not even a game.
No.
Not a game. It is not a game.
I'll fix that. Oh my god. I didn't turn it down. Watch this. Oh no, I minimized it. This is a fever dream. What am I watching, though?
Gotta go all over the place.
Song on ironic and feels hard. What is that? What is that saying? Wow.
I'm just saying, it's insane.
Wow. Speechless.
You guys need to contact the same dubs.
It's okay.
We'd like to make you an offer.
It's a lifestyle.
We have a character opening, and we think your name fits the description of our game.
Wow. That's crazy.
It's.
I'm the first one in my bloodline to watch an ad for Soda Drinker Pro.
I think that's most people here.
That's a win. That's a win for the day.
For everyone.
That's
No,
a win
no,
for
no.
the
I think
soda,
once is enough for me. I appreciate
soda
it.
bros, all soda bros out there.
Soda Bros.
Where are my soda bros at?
Soda bottle NPC. Oh, dude, that's actually really funny. If you could just date like an inanimate object, somebody should get on that right now.
Can we have a button, a dedicated sip your drink button?
That's a great idea. Why aren't you guys putting these in the suggestions channel? Why do you wait until we're on stream and have to write everything down? What are you doing? Put in the suggestions. These are all good suggestions. I don't know what we're doing here.
I'm nervous. I don't like saying things to developers because I don't want to rush them to do anything. They have better ideas than me.
I don't want to give any ideas to developers except on screen live as we're streaming to
I like
potentially
having
thousands
fun.
of people in the future.
You have 3 viewers right now.
3 viewers
Also,
now, but this is recorded in
sit-
perpetuity for all time.
I get
Forever.
funny ideas. The good ideas
it
I
in the
have, I sit
suggestions.
on for like a month, and then I say them.
Oh my gosh.
Don't worry, I'm cooking up something good.
These are all good suggestions. I like them. I like the suggestions.
Don't worry,
Oh my gosh.
I got an idea, and it's gonna be crazy.
Whatever you say, big
I'm
dog.
crazy.
All right, who's next? Who's playing the video
Thanks,
game
little
next?
dog.
We're here to play video games.
I'm here
One
to play
specific
a
video game. In this
Boot up
case,
Third
our
Strike.
video game.
Oh,
No,
Let's
no
play
more
Fortnite.
third strikes.
let's play.
I'm
Fortnite.
about to strike you a third time. And
Let's
pick me.
What about? How about yeah, let's play again. Actually, you know what? Play against Roxy. I want to see that.
Roxy, I think, is indisposed at the current moment. But I think we have room for one more round. It's no stress, no biggie either way. Let's go,
I know
Elastish. Elastish. Elastishhafen. What does that mean? Why did you choose your name? Elastishhafen.
It's like elastic.
Hafen.
Like it can stretch.
Let's see here. Let's do random. I like random. Let's do it. I don't have any ASMR stuff that we could do. I wish I had some ASMR stuff we could do. I want some. You know what? Hold on. I'm gonna specify some people that I've never played. Let's do that. Wait. At this point, I think I've never dated him, or him. I think I've dated all the girls. Maybe not her. I can't remember. No, you know who? I've never dated her. And the cat one was kind of mean. Let's see what happens.
That's so crazy. Oh my god! I almost said just randomly. I like her so much. I'm gonna buy her.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I'm just gonna buy Mia.
Mia? Yeah, Mia's
Or
cute.
which-
She's nice.
Or is that the one we just played?
She's a sweetie pie.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's goofy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got the cactus outfit. Let's go. Fan favorite. Let's
So
go.
funny.
Okay, I already dislike her. Cute vibes and whimsy points. Who talks like that? Heck
I'm
off,
not like
Hazel.
the other girls.
Hazel is nuts. Hazel is nuts. Are you stuck waiting to be watered over there? Nah.
I think I gotta place at least one more game to get me out.
All you need is love.
This is the second time you said that.
It's true. The Beatles told me. That's how I know.
It's a very popular band.
John
If
Lennon.
they say it must be true.
It's true.
Kill John
Facts.
Lennon.
Kill John Lennon. Where is that from? I've heard that before. What the heck? Man,
I
that's
forget.
an old meme. Kill John Lennon. We need that on the soundboard ASAP. Speaking of which, you guys need to give us ideas for emojis and GIFs and stickers and stuff, because the Simpins. Kill John Lennon. You're talking a lot. How does Elastic get her to talk so much? Well, if you're able to look past my spiky exterior, you'll find a loving, steadfast oasis in a desert. I suspect you may be similar. A hard, spiky exterior and a soft inside, full of love. Stop yipping and start dipping. Mexico produces over 825,000 tons of prickly pear, so she's incorrect. Shut up, Hazel. Nobody likes you.
Crazy. Is it true though?
Mexico exports around 825 tons of prickly pear yearly, so it's safe to say plenty of people like them, unless you're saying they just don't like me, which is pretty mean. I didn't get to finish my sentence, you jerk. Why is he such a sassy sassafras? What the heck?
In that with a lot of characters.
She said my charm is thin. I wouldn't say... So you have to go the Sundara approach. I see it. So she really is a cat. Interesting. That's kind of true. My 9 lives. That would be an interesting game mechanic. Imagine you're a cat. I don't know what you're doing, but it's an adventure game. Maybe a side scroller. But every time you die, your next life, your skills are completely different. You're welcome for the $1 billion idea. Yeah, so like your first life, you're really good at maybe you're really fast and you have like a little like a grappling hook type thing, but if you die, you're like a tank. You're really slow and like clunky. Something like that. I don't know. There's something there. There's a nugget in there somewhere. Into on passion, enjoy opinion. Continue make family. Straight to the point. I like it. She's so bored with me. Well,
are you for real?
I was wondering if you like catnip, actually. I have some here as a gift. Here's a big bag worth. Think of it like a peace offering.
That's
Just
kind
to
of
get
racist.
to know me. And hopefully
I'm not gonna lie.
go out sometime. Oh my gosh. Heck! She has white hair, but it looks blue because of this of the light. I'm not sure what she likes though. I really don't. I don't get her. I feel like if this was to happen in real life, I would just be confused because like the whole idea is to. I thought we're like interviewing for a date, you know, but everything I say, she just shoots down.
At this point, I'd get on X, the Everything app, and look for funnies.
It'd be confusing talking to any of these NPCs in real life. Yeah, it's true. It's very true. I mean, if I saw Lawrence in real life,
Oh shit! I keep on reacting.
she said insipid offerings. She's just mean. Oh, get blocked, nerd.
There's no
Well,
honor here.
I am a big fan. Well, you could always just tell me what you like or not be rude. I don't know. Standard, regular, normal people communication things.
That's facts.
I mean,
They don't like it
Then
when
again,
you
she
say
does
things
have-
like this, though.
I don't care if I broke her heart. What the heck?
Yeah.
What kind of value can I bring to somebody who doesn't like catnip? And she's a cat. It's like, do you not like milk? like milk either? You don't like tuna?
I don't know
Craig,
how
you
to
definitely won this one.
like break this to you. But that's not how it works.
Hazel's not on my top 10 favorites list. Not my top 10 favorites. She reminds me of the guy with the goatee. Well, not the goatee, the like 5 o'clock shadow. She reminds me of that guy. Look, this guy, Nolan. I think Nolan. He was exactly like that. He was exactly like that. It's like, no matter what you say, it's just like they're unamused. They're too cool for you. I think that's the issue. It's people who are too, like, take themselves too seriously. Or too cool. They're too cool for you. Yeah, it's like, okay. You got me there, dude. You're too cool. Sorry, I'm not as cool as you. That was fun. That was good. I need to learn, but it's a nice challenge too, though. It's nice to kind of get to know what they like and dislike. We are ahead of schedule, guys. We're actually ahead of schedule. It's 2:54. We got 3 rounds in. We watched a cool commercial for a game.
That's not ours. Y'all's.
It's not technically our game, but you know what? A game like Soda Drinker Pro.
Quick ad break.
It's a quick ad break.
Rated E for everyone.
Hashtag not sponsored.
We should have that in our rated E for everyone. That should be in our soundboard. Rated E for everyone. Speaking of which, you guys should give us
World
some ideas.
premiere.
What is this?
Chicken.
Ew.
Chicken. Wait.
Maybe it's time to put this on your sideburns.
I'm glad people on stream can't hear this.
They can definitely hear it.
No, wait.
They
wait,
can
I have
absolutely
stream
hear it.
up. Hold up.
I'd be very surprised if they can't hear it, actually.
Play one. Oh God.
What about this one? Classic.
You know what? I got a banger idea.
I barely know her. What's your question? What's your question? Hopefully nobody's been talking in Twitch to me. That would be awkward. Hold on. It was Macajam. Macajam.
I was trying to be an active Twitch viewer.
I appreciate that. I do very much so. It was you who was talking about the tournament stuff, right?
Yeah.
You showed us those tools.
I'm willing to host a weekly or whatever. If you guys ever decide to set that up. Done it before, can do it again.
What is this person?
I know how to set up. If you guys find out how to like set up a ranking system, or if I can find a way to make a leaderboard work, I will like start writing that down and get it to you in the suggestions.
I like it. I appreciate that.
Then
For
we could
sure.
set that up.
Yeah.
Just give me some time to like figure out how to do that, and I'll get back to you.
Yeah, no rush or pressure or anything. There's something. Depa, take care of yourself. Hopefully,
No
I'll
rush
see
or
you sometime
pressure.
this week. Thank you for joining, as always. I appreciate you. Oh, when the game ends, can I see how the points are given for the answers in the match? You mean like on a question by question basis, like to be able to see which questions got you more points? If that's what you're asking, that's a good question, but I don't think so. Not at this time. That would be a cool feature, which maybe you should put into suggestions for them. Just saying. That would be great. And that way people could actually see kind of exactly what the NPCs liked or disliked from your responses. I like that idea. That might be a little too
I'm gonna go ahead.
granular. Like it might be a little bit too cracked for, like, if we allow the public to kind of see that, it might lead to some, especially when more people start playing, it might lead to some creating a meta that's a little too hardcore. You know what I mean? It might be a little too easy to see what works and what doesn't. I don't know. Because then, Roxy and I tried this the other day, I think last Thursday or Wednesday, where we tried this line of questioning about talking about like chicken, or no, cheese. It was about cheese, and the AI kind of hyperfixated on one of them. It was just one round that the AI kind of like really liked it, but still, like if somebody could get a double S just by talking about some random thing, and not actually try to date them, you know what I mean? Like actually try to have a conversation, that would be kind of boring. You know, like because people could abuse the game to where they know exactly what the AI likes, and they just kind of spam that, just like in a fighting game. You know what I mean? But in this case, it's words. That would be kind of. I'm not saying that that's what you're trying to do. Just to be clear, but I do think it could be a potentially slippery slope. Still, I would put in suggestions, and we can put it in the spreadsheet. We'll add it to the pile. Maybe you could do another game mode with random given rules or a player story to play. I like that idea. Actually, Jewel may or may not have been talking about like D&D and stuff, and in that scenario, or in that what's the word? Not construct. In that framework, it's an RPG basically. So you kind of come up with a story and background for your character, etc., etc., etc. But it would be interesting to have that in the actual game, where you have to like play a certain role well in order to kind of win the round. I like that, and it's along those lines, of RPG. I actually really I do think that that's a really that's there's something there for sure. There's definitely something there, and Joel, you should definitely talk to them about that as well. Like the team, I mean, like about that idea that you were having. Both for Pick Me, but it could also potentially even be like, I don't know, potentially even another game mode in Pick Me, or a new game, because we're always thinking about different ideas for games to kind of push the technology forward, but also just come up with new things in general. Optilusion in general, if you noticed like their game catalog, our game catalog, I guess I should say, it's a really, every game has been drastically different from the last. And right now, because of the stuff that's going on with AI, we're trying to figure out a way to kind of take advantage of the technological super cool stuff that's coming out with it, and kind of do it in a responsible way, because it's pretty evident that it's not really going anywhere, and we're trying to see how that could look like with a smaller team. And Pick Me, that'd be a good way to attract more people. It could be an event every week to give free tokens. Yeah, actually, we see, this is, you guys, you're picking up what we're putting down, and vice versa. I'm picking up what you're putting down. We're definitely on the same wavelength, I think. The first big thing that we're talking about doing in terms of every week is the workshop. And the cool thing is that you can probably implement at least parts of that idea in your workshop characters, because you have to come up with the backstories and things like that. So especially if we have weekly events, that would be a really good way to test it. You know what I mean? So as an example, you upload a character that likes it when you play a specific role. You know what I mean? Like you pretend to be a knight, or an orc, or a halfling, or whatever. And that'd be a good way to see if A, people like it, and B, the AI actually makes it, if it feels natural. You know what I mean? But yeah, we were talking in a meeting earlier, and I mentioned that several of you actually, including some people who've left earlier, but several of you have expressed interest in video games as an industry in general, about being in the industry. And I said, well, it'd be a great way to give the community kind of an opportunity to actually put stuff into a game, and A, put that on their resume, B, get experience on getting feedback, and C, just getting more content for the game in general. Like, it's a win-win for everybody. You guys get to build cool stuff. We get to give you guys what you want and more content for the game. And in general, it's a creative atmosphere where people can actually like see their actual creations in an actual video game. So yeah, I mean, please keep that in mind because the next streams that we're going to be doing, especially with the workshops, we want it to be a big draw for more people. And there's a lot of really fun things that we can do with it, but the more, I mean, you guys already know, like we're implementing stuff that you guys have asked for. Basically, every day we're doing stuff like that. So crowdsourcing these ideas is a really great way to there could even be says one where, what do you mean, Red Mist? There could even, like if you play with it, you can get more rewards with them. Even with that, can you explain a little bit what you mean by that? Roxy says, I wonder about a setting where you can change the frequency of cards or just choose to disable them altogether. Yes, so I would strongly mention, I would strongly suggest putting that in the suggestions forum. Because, okay, I'll just explain. Everything from the suggestions forum, I put into a spreadsheet. Now, the engineers, the actual dev team, also see the stuff in Discord, and they respond, if you haven't noticed. But we add it to a spreadsheet where we kind of tackle each thing. We have hundreds of things that we go through, little by little. And obviously we focus on the most pressing, kind of like game-breaking things, which thankfully there have been much fewer of. But we do it by order of importance, right? So in terms of the suggestions, we can't guarantee that everything that you suggest will be implemented. But A, I can guarantee that we see it. And B, I can guarantee that the more people mention it and the more instances of that specific suggestion that we get, the more we take a look at it, if that makes sense. So if there's something that y'all really want, the more people who mention it, the better, because it gives us an idea of what our community is actually looking for. You know what I mean? All of that yapping to say, I also agree that we should have the ability to, for example, have y'all ever played a game called Ultimate Chicken Horse by any chance? Most games, it's a non-specific example, but most games, like say Mario Kart, good example, at the beginning of the round, or even in this game, even in Pick Me, if I go to the menu and you do modify room, you can change a bunch of stuff. So in this case, if you have the gameplay, we have some settings here. We can do it 35 seconds, 40 seconds, things like that, which is already, like, several people have already made that suggestion without realizing, I think, that you can already change the round time. But in this specific gameplay section, it'd be great to have more options. So, yeah, add that to the suggestions pile, and we can throw that in there. So what I'm saying is that the gameplay tab or page could have something for cards. Ooh, show affinity. I forgot that you could turn that off. That'd be really interesting to turn it off for the next time that I play it. Also, we should do fast speed. I like that for next time. Let's say Wednesday there's a random character for free, and yes, no. So Red Mist, I can't tell you much about it, but we already have something very similar planned. Yes, very similar. Absolutely. Yeah. So Red Mist is saying, like, if there was a special character, like a weekly character type beat, you know what I mean? Like if y'all have ever played League, like in League of Legends, you have like a rotation of different characters, something like that, you know, like a daily or weekly character that is highlighted that people can play. Yeah, we have something in the works for that. It's not going to be immediate, but yeah, for sure. That's a good idea. Thanks for the push. I've been meaning, but a little scared of fees. It'd be a trash idea. Which part, Roxy? About which part? Well, here's the thing. This is okay. So you'll have to bear with me, okay? here's you'll have to bear with me because I was a teacher. Okay, so I'm pretty passionate about this, but I have to emphasize. Yeah, I have to emphasize. I would encourage you to not. How do I say it? I can't tell you how to feel or how to think, but I would encourage you not to stifle your own creativity or thoughts or ideas based on the input of other people, whether positive or negative. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that all ideas are equal or that all opinions are equal. That's not what I'm saying. And I'm not saying that your opinions or ideas are going to be free from criticism or even really strong criticism or bullying or whatever even. But internally, I would encourage you to not make that the metric by which you decide or determine whether or not you're going to take a course of action, or at least not the only metric. You know what I mean? I think that even if everybody goofed on you for your ridiculous, stupid, idiotic idea, it's still your idea. I think there's still some. Now, feedback is still useful, whether it's positive or negative. You know, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that that's not true. If people are saying something, at least listen. But I wouldn't right off the rip consider your ideas garbage and not even give them a chance. So I would encourage you, not just you, everybody who's listening. Yeah, I would. How do I phrase it? If you don't believe in yourself, who else will? You know what I'm saying? So take that for what it's worth. I'm nobody. I'm just a dude. But hopefully that gives you a little bit of encouragement, and not just you, anybody listening. Because the thing is that most ideas are easy. Implementation is hard. So having a ton of crappy ideas is still valuable. And the crazy thing is that most of those ideas are probably not crappy. They're probably pretty good, but they just need some refinement. You know what I mean? And that's for everything. All I'm saying is failure is a feature, not a bug. So fail a lot, but deliberately, like try to learn something from it. And by failure in this case, I just mean like put it out there. And if we use it, great. And if not, who cares? Like it's not a big deal. Because I'm literally asking you for suggestions. Pick Me, and Optillusion are asking for feedback, asking for suggestions. So even if they're garbage, we get to decide if we want to use it or not. You know what I mean? But we need them, It's a lifeblood for us. Feedback and suggestions are great, no matter what you think about whether or not they'll be implemented or not. It's useful. I don't know if you're looking at changing this in the future, but I've talked to some friends and they love the game, but are unhappy with the amount of tickets that recharge every day. Not the amount, but the recharge. Wait. What do you mean by that? Not the amount, but the recharge. I think if the recharge were X amount of hours until 5 tickets or something, instead of 1 each day, there would be more people playing. Because me personally, wait until they're all recharged and even forget to get... right, okay. So this Red Mist is something, please put it in the suggestions thing. I will also manually put it in, but please make a suggestions in the suggestions forum. Because that's very valuable feedback. Yeah. I will also say that there is some value in at least some self-censorship, because not every idea is necessary. You know what I mean? But just don't be too harsh on yourself. That's all I'm saying. Don't be too harsh on yourself. I definitely don't want to come off as preachy. I want to come off as encouraging. That's my biggest thing. I want you guys to be encouraged to give us your ideas, and so that we can also put you out there, like put you guys on a not a pedestal. What's the word? Spotlight, or whatever. You know what I mean. You know what I mean, right?
We want to put you on your soapbox. Yeah,
we want you guys to be. I mean, you guys are what makes the community great. It's you. So we want to put you guys in the spotlight. Heck yeah. And it's not again, I want to emphasize it's not like it's not a hard and fast rule. It's more like just be easy on yourself. Be easy on yourself and develop all that stuff, because there's a lot of as an example, there may or may not be other games in the pipeline in the future for our company. We're a video game company. Did you know that? We make games. So I'm somebody who likes sitting there and just thinking about ideas and putting out like a metric heck ton of ideas, and 98% of them will go literally nowhere, but one or two do. So you never know what that's going to be. And sometimes it's not even necessarily your idea, but your idea gives somebody else an idea, and it goes from there. You know what I'm saying? So it should be a very it's a very yes, and it's a very like every idea that evolves into something is not an island. It's not an isolated thing. So sometimes maybe it's even a garbage idea, but it triggers something else in somebody else, and it turns into something else. So there's definitely value in that. Optilusion Games does indeed make games. Yes, we make games we love. That's the idea. So, and that's not to go off on a tangent here, but that whole ideation process is how most things and products and stories and art, that's how a lot of things get made, like in the actual real world. So even when we're sitting in a meeting, like with Optilusion Games, like we're in a meeting and we're like, okay, we need to do X, Y, and Z thing. We have literally like 10 to maybe 20 people in a room with different life experiences, different ideas, different likes and dislikes. And if everybody's spitting out an idea, most of those are not going to get implemented because it's literally like a whole bunch of people. But some of those get consensus, and some of those get evolution, and some of those like trigger something else in somebody else. And so it's like a writer's room. You know what I mean? It's like it's a nice way of doing things. And so, for example, I'll give you another example. Makajam showed me something for tournaments that I had never seen before because I'm not necessarily in that kind of scene. You showed me that you showed me win.gg, right, Maka?
Start.gg, yeah.
Yeah. What was it?
Start.gg.
Start.gg, not win.gg, my bad. But that kind of thing fundamentally changes the trajectory of our plans because it's, in this case, it's a tool that we had never seen before. But it's also an idea of like, well, we don't necessarily have to do everything. The community is wanting to do stuff. Why don't we just let them, and we give them the ability to do that? And if somebody hadn't said something, we wouldn't have even, you know what I mean? It wouldn't have even been a thing.
And if you suggest things to people who can do it and make that thing that you want to do easier,
yep,
then you should do that.
It's true. And the cool thing is that if you're a creative person and you have a whole bunch of ideas, the possibility is, well, that's why it's like a lot of people are very precious about their ideas. They're like, oh no, this is like the coolest thing, or it's like, it's like they're very guarded about it. But I think if you have good ideas, one of those good ideas, where one of those ideas came from, there's probably a whole bunch more left. You know what I mean? You probably have the ability to generate lots of those. So don't be too precious about it. Just see what happens. Just put it out there. Another suggestion I'll make later on. When I play with somebody, there's always trolls that say lewd stuff in game or just start insulting the character and or me. Y'all should censor or even banning it per hour's day. Yeah, so that's a slippery slope because it's a kind of a delicate thing to approach, but things that are objectively distasteful, threatening, anything that would kind of offend most people's sensibilities in terms of like, especially threatening content, I think, or objectively hateful content. And when I say objectively, I mean content that serves no other purpose but then to insult, hurt, diminish, things like that. We definitely have we're working on it for sure. We've seen some things like objectively offensive names or names that are meant to elicit a strong negative reaction. I guess I can't say objectively offensive, but I can say objectively meant to elicit a strong reaction in people. So that's something that we're aware of and we're kind of working on for sure. It's just it takes a little bit of time. Yeah, it can. So some of the things are a little bit easier to implement than others, filters and things like that in terms of like output, so that some of those words don't even make it out. Because there's not really any place there or really any need for the ability to slur other players. That's not. I do understand that within your own friend groups, if you want to act any kind of certain way, that's between you and your friends, obviously. But that's also why we have private kind of lobbies that you can make. But especially if you're playing with strangers or, you know, in public or whatever, there's not really, you know, I would argue that there's not really a place for it anyway, but again, that's me, right? So it's kind of tough too, because, you know, especially if you're adults and you're paying for a product, I think you can understand how that can also, you know, people might push back against it. It's a balance. It's a balance. But especially if you have stuff that is meant to objectively be disgusting or incite negative feelings, then yeah, it's not. There's not really a. I saw some screenshots that people have shared with me of people just being. I won't explain the nature of the content, but I think you can probably guess, and you can tell. You can tell what's, you know, kind of a joke and what's just meant to be offensive. So, yeah. And honestly, AI is it's so inconsistent sometimes in terms of its, I guess you want to call it behavior. It's kind of tough to specifically deal with the AI. Now, what the player sees from the AI, that might be something that we can filter out and things like that. But yeah, it takes a little bit of time. They're already working on several like easy solutions for easy problems that we're having though. But yeah, we're aware of that. Need to enunciate. Anyway, yeah. Sorry for the yap sesh. Actually, I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry for the yap sesh. I hope you all know that Optilusion and the Pick Me team want nothing but the best for you guys, and love your suggestions and feedback, and yeah, and hope our community is happy. That's the main thing. That's the main takeaway. We want to encourage you guys to make stuff, make beautiful, cool stuff. Get ready for the workshop. We already have several people who said that they're already ready. They're already ready for the workshop. So they're getting their models together. If you are a creator for like workshop content in Vroid or for VR chat, things like that, if you're familiar with VRM, that kind of standard, you should be well on your way to being able to upload your own characters to our workshop, or excuse me, in the workshop to our game. So that's exciting. I think those tools, if I'm not, correct me if I'm wrong, Jewel, those should be available on the website, the Pick Me website, not within Steam. So keep that in mind. We'll have a early look at that. Today we're going to find out if we're going to be able to do that early look when we thought we were going to be able to, but anticipate that within the next couple of days, I would say. So for those of you who kind of signed up and are interested in that early look, be looking for either an announcement or an email coming up very soon, within the next probably 70 hours, about that. So official release is this week. I can't remember if I have the clearance to say what day. It's not that big of a deal, but it's probably before Friday, I would say. So that kind of limits your options with respect to what day it would be. Anyway, that's that. Take care, Roxy. Yeah, have a great day. Is there anything I'm forgetting? We have workshop is the biggest thing that we're going to be working on. So tomorrow and let's see, tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Between those 4 days, I'll be streaming every day at 2. But I think maybe on Friday I'll stream a little bit longer because it'll be the last daily stream for a while. It's going to be the day after Eddie is gone permanently. And it'll be the day, I think, of our kind of workshop showcase. I think that's the plan right now, depending on what happens. I will say that if you're interested, even if you're not interested, I would recommend maybe trying to submit something, because the first certain amount of people who submit will automatically get some amount of in-game cash prizes. So just think about it. Just saying, might be good to submit something. And what else? What else do we have coming up? I feel like I'm forgetting something. That's the main stuff. If I think of it, I'll make an announcement later. But as always, I appreciate y'all's time. I didn't stop the stream this time for our designated after 3 o'clock my time talk in Discord. So if you're watching on YouTube or Twitch, know that generally I turn off the stream and then talk to the Discord folks independently of the online stream. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me. On behalf of Optilusion Games and the Pick Me team, I'm Josh. Thank you so much for joining us on discord.gg/pickmepicme if you're here. or youtube.com/pickmepicmeai, or twitch.tv/pickme_pickme. We appreciate you all very much for your suggestions and feedback. And yeah, if you want some free games on us, on the house, jump into Discord and hop in the chat, and you can play with us pretty much every day for the rest of the week. And then after this week, twice a week. Speaking of which, one last thing. There's not that many people in chat, but let us know if potentially Tuesdays and Thursdays or Wednesday and Friday works, what you'd prefer. Do you think the weekend would be better? Or do you think, do you like Thursdays? Do you like Mondays? I don't know. Tell us your thoughts.
I hate Mondays.
You hate Mondays? Yeah, I don't think Monday would be a prime time streaming day anyway. Definitely not Mondays.
Sunday, probably.
Sunday,
Or
potentially.
Saturday.
Only
Very
issue is
fun,
that
but-
most of the team, including yours truly, are not working those days generally, barring
Yeah.
special events.
Sunday,
Maybe for
then.
fun. Maybe for fun. I definitely play. But yeah, you can every day. Okay, well that's good. Okay, in that case, then look out for a poll for figuring out what days we might do. I think Thursday is what we were doing. I mean, Thursday is what we were doing before this, so we'll probably keep that. But we're gonna add a second day in there, so it might be Tuesday, Thursday, and then special events Friday. I think that's what we were talking about. If that doesn't work, or if you don't like that, let us know, and let us know about the hours, because I think 2 o'clock this time is a pretty good time. It seems like for most people. So, barring anything else, I'll go ahead and hop off. But it's always good to see y'all. See you tomorrow. But until then, thank you for